New York City has long been a gold mine for basketball talent. And ever since 1952, when the University of North Carolina hired New York native Frank McGuire to coach the Tar Heels men's basketball team, the ACC has recruited talent from the Big Apple. The New York style of basketball is what the ACC is today. The high-flying, shot-making, take-it-to-the-rim offense, along with tenacious, suffocating, don't-let-your-man-beat-you defense. Charlie Scott, Julius Hodge, Kenny Anderson, and many others honed their skills on the streets of NYC before playing under the bright lights of the ACC. The ACC honors these early roots by holding the conference tournament in New York City this year, and New Yorkers of all ages and skill levels come out to watch basketball played at an elite level.
Game in and game out, night in and night out. This is the best basketball being played in the country today.
Being in Brooklyn, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I love going out there to compete and to be a big-time player.
We've been doubted, we've been counted out, but we've stepped up. We love these moments. We love when the bright lights are on. It's something that we know we can do.
15 teams enter the Barclays Center. Some players are hometown heroes, others are from a half a world away. But on the court, they all compete for the same goal, to be crowned ACC tournament champions. Welcome to New York. Up and down the Atlantic coast, players like Torin Dorn, Anis Mahmoud, Marvin Bagley, and Terrence Mann, along with their teammates, prepare for the college basketball postseason. Not only are they preparing themselves on the court, they're also putting in work in science labs, music studios, and history classrooms. At Georgia Tech, center Ben Lammers balances his leadership role on the team with another passion that is just as demanding: motion, energy, force. Those concepts are also the center of his academic major, mechanical engineering.
I always had an interest in just like how things work, and like a lot of people in my family are either like architects or engineers, so kind of like just maybe was born with it.
As the Yellow Jackets arrive in Brooklyn, all eyes are on Lammers.
One thing we've done offensively and defensively is done everything through Ben Lammers.
If Georgia Tech has a shot of knocking off the hot-shooting Boston College Eagles, Lammers must lead the charge.
Round one of the 2018 ACC tournament from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Welcome to New York City. Welcome to the postseason. Let's play some basketball. Bounces down to Lammers on the roll to the rim, takes the bump, lays it up and in, and a foul.
I could kind of tell that they were trying to bump me out when they could, but it didn't really affect me too much.
Robinson penetrates on Lammers, left-handed scoop, blocked off the backboard by Lammers.
He's a huge piece, so it was the majority of our preparation in this game is to try to take him off certain spots of the floor.
As Robinson slices down the right side and dunks it down, Ben Lammers was sealed off from trying to challenge that shot.
Boston College succeeds in containing Lammers, and their sharp shooting proves too much for Georgia Tech.
Bowman comes out high behind his screen, a crossover, penetrates, scoops with the left and scores. Bowman in from the right, a dump pass out to Robinson, spot a three left wing, and he sinks it. A high dribble by Bowman, trying to put Jackson on the skates, a step back three at the top of the key, and he hits it.
He's really, really, really good.
87-77, and that's how this game is going to end as the final seconds tick away.
Notre Dame enters the tournament as the 10 seed. Their season took a turn for the worse when senior leader Bonzie Colson broke his foot and the team suffered a 7-game losing streak after his injury. With Colson back in the fold, the ACC tournament provides an opportunity for redemption.
He gives us a confidence and a toughness that we were really missing when he wasn't around. We believe more when Bonds is on the floor.
Goes down to Bonzie Colson. Colson turnaround, follow-away. His patented follow-away is good. Stevenson driving on Mooney, gets to the glass, and Bonzie Colson knocks it to the leprechaun on the baseline.
Pittsburgh freshman point guard Marcus Carr led the Panthers in minutes this year, and team leaders know that Carr's scoring ability can change the momentum of any contest.
I tell them every game, just keep fighting, pick your head up, just play harder.
Carr fakes, drives down the lane for the scoop shot. That's up and good, and the foul's going to be on Gevin. Here's Carr with the basketball. Splits a double team, drives, throws it off the glass. Lays it up and in and gets fouled again.
Our guys competed very, very hard, and how much they stayed together was what got us back in the game in the second half.
Stevenson throws it back out to Carr, who knocks down the three. Pitt's within 3.
Carr scored 15 points in the second half, but with timely shooting from Colson and Matt Farrell, Notre Dame kept the Panthers at arm's length, winning 67-64. It's one thing to finally beat your dad in a game of horse in the driveway. It's something else to follow in his footsteps on the college basketball court. In the ACC, it's the unique story at 2 different schools where dads turned coaches watch their sons on the same courts where they were once stars.
Adrian looks for the game winner. Got it!
Adrian Autry Sr. was a standout point guard in the early 90s for Coach Jim Boeheim.
It was kind of surreal. I played for him 20-plus years ago, and now I'm back working for him.
Adrian Jr. spent a lot of time growing up in the Carrier Dome, aware of his dad's fame. Then came his chance to play for the Orange as a walk-on.
I was just trying to get as far away as possible, and then when I started to really think about it, I was just like, why wouldn't I stay here and follow his footsteps? And it was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life.
For the Autrys, basketball and Syracuse are tied together through 2 generations and very much a family affair. 600 miles south at Wake Forest, a banner hangs from the rafters for Randolph Childress. His 107 points in 3 games of the 1995 ACC tournament still stands as the record. Now he's the associate head coach of the Deacons, and his son Brandon is a guard, averaging 9 points per game.
Catch it with your hands, low, low. There you go.
It's easy to see the resemblance, competition, short shooting, and a little trash talk between the 2.
I'm about to take my name back. I'm about to tell everybody you adopted because you can't listen. Look at you.
While the father-son games in the driveway have now morphed into long hours of three-point drills and constant communication during games, the Childresses have a record that may stand for a long time, the highest-scoring father-son duo in ACC history.
I'm probably more proud of that than I am the ACC tournament record. I don't care how long it lasts, but to know that he and I share that, then that may be my greatest basketball accomplishment.
I got 2 more years to, run it up a little bit, so hopefully nobody will beat it ever.
In the 3rd game of the day, the Tobacco Road Demon Deacons take on the tournament's home team, the Syracuse Orange, led by star Tyus Battle. Playing just 25 miles from his hometown, Livingston, New Jersey, Battle showed up early for the hometown crowd.
Intercepted, Battle with a defender on his back, right to the rim and a right-hand slam. Battle inside screen, jumper out front for 3, it's good for Tyus. Battle drives on Woods in the paint against the big fella, up off the glass, yes and 1 for Tyus Battle.
All orange here early at the Barclays.
Down by 19 points with 8 minutes remaining, Wake Forest needed someone to string together some buckets. Brandon Childress was up to the challenge.
Childress splits the 2-guard front, floats it from 8, give it to him. Here's Childress into the lane, stopped going in there, but he throws it up anyway, off the glass and good. Brandon Childress has the deficit at 10 now.
Just as the Deacons were able to open the door, Syracuse center Pascal Chukwu was there to slam it shut.
Howard steps through 2 defenders. Ooh, what a jam! And the Orange go up 8 with 1:13 to go.
The Deeks had a couple of big comebacks in them tonight, but just not enough. Final score, Syracuse 73, Wake Forest 64.